Buffalo. From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen going to go to the air right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. That'll go as a pickup of 8. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a...
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. game. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll be a Minnesota. They run it again with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On play action, Cousins. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And this is going to be no good. He dished it off to the left. Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you can...
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be...
About this for a start. 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Fancy footwork at the 45. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Off the play fake, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They go play action. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Allen off the play fake. Out to his left. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this returnable for Hines. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his left. And some room to work. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Hines now on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills offense and Josh Allen heading back out again. But he's done everything right so far in this 1st half. 2 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs. As his guys will start 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now out comes Minnesota. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say they've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try the middle with Cook. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen out to his left. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tommy Sweeney, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Devin Singletary. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On third down, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You complete 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
On second and 9, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet. And they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. With the football going back to the Vikings offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 40.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those...
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And now here's another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. It's certainly a signal caller, Charles. It's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap run.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen rolling to his left. Finding Knox there, complete. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Cousins now. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Cook up the gut. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. Back now in Buffalo, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Cousins to throw it. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Cousins again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Steps away. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On play action, Allen on the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And now here's another interception. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right?
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 38 yards. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now out comes Minnesota. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Osborne. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To the air again, it's Cousins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And complete right side to Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And here's Ryan Wright now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On play action, Allen. Gets this one to Morris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here at 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So Allen's going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Yeah, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and gets...
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch. And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One last shot at the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready.